The Laws Museum, located just 4.5 miles east of Bishop, California, is more than a railroad museum. It is also home to the Bishop Historical Society with hundreds of exhibits, displays, and historic 19th century Owens Valley buildings, including the original 1883 Railroad Depot. In addition to the Carson and Colorado narrow gauge engine number 9, the museum is also home to the 1927 Death Valley Railroad Brill car number 5, lovingly restored to pristine condition by Laws volunteers after years of neglect. A special car barn was constructed at Laws in 1999 for the restoration of the motor car built by J.G. Brill in 1927, and work began in earnest. Not only were the rusted body panels replaced and painted the original colors, but the entire interior of the car and most of the roof were replaced, replicating the original inside of the car with newly covered seats, oak flooring, wooden slat ceiling, all new windows, and restored lamps. The restoration was completed in July of 2004, and the only narrow gauge Brill car preserved in North America was ready to roll. Museum visitors can ride the car each summer on select weekends from Memorial Day through Labor Day. The self-propelled Death Valley Railroad car follows a short distance along the original line that the Carson and Colorado train took from the station to the railroad yard near the water tank. Along the way, riders pass the original agent's house constructed in 1883, and alongside the Carson and Colorado freight cars and caboose built in the Virginia and Truckee Railroad shops in Carson City, Nevada in 1883. During the ride, the conductor explains the history of the Death Valley Railroad. In the late 1920s, mining in the Death Valley area was on the decline, so in order to bring in additional income, the Pacific Coast Borax Company, with many mining claims in the Death Valley region, began using Brill car number 5 to haul tourists to the newly built Furnace Creek Inn in the heart of Death Valley. Back then, automobile roads were nearly non-existent, and the few roads into Death Valley were rugged wagon roads that made traveling by auto difficult. So the Brill car provided a safe and easy route for those wishing to stay at the inn at Furnace Creek. Unfortunately, the last big mine was closed in 1931, and the Death Valley Railroad was abandoned. The railroad car and equipment were then sold to a mining company in New Mexico, where it was used to haul mill workers before finally being retired from use in 1956. The Brill car sat abandoned in the desert, rusting under the New Mexico sun until 1967, when it was returned to California and donated to Inyo County for use at the Laws Railroad Museum. During the ride, the car is switched to run along the side tracks to the back of the yard before heading back to the Laws station. after the ground-up restoration of the Brill car, the trucks, wheels, and carriage were rebuilt and the original gas engine replaced with a diesel-powered unit. If you ever find yourself in the eastern High Sierra tourist town of Bishop, California during the summer months, be sure to make the short trip to the Laws Railroad Museum to ride the Death Valley Railroad Brill Car No. 5. The summer train ride schedule is available on the Laws website.